Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is the game War in the Pacific, Admiral's Edition. This is my play-by-email match against KilRoy. He's a commander of the Allied forces, and for me it is the Empire of Japan. This is the scenario 1 with no modifications on the game version 27B with extended map. Let's see if my free carrier hero can reach now my dot base and maybe survive this double torpedo hits from British torpedo bombers some days ago. First we have here a little activity around Hawaii. Some hits, but not too much. But maybe I have to return to port to fix this damage. So night was okay. Daytime also, no Navy engagement. He was still on the board. Daily sweeps, daily recon missions. And daily counterattacks on Nanchang. And I think, not sure why, but I bomb here the troops in the high mountains. I know why, but doesn't matter. So we miss each other. The Hurricanes then intercept my bombers, and my bombers don't find the enemy target because it's a rough terrain mountain area. Make no sense to really attack it. But I know that KilRoy have some Hurricanes in range now. So 4 Hurricanes here and no escort fighters. So this must be Hurricanes coming out of Ekbab. Yeah. Luckily there's only one or maybe 2 of my bombers getting really intercepted. But the way out is getting more seriously. So KilRoy have here some fighters. The Hurricane 1. Normally not the best airplane more in this stage of the war, but enough to kill these medium bombers of the Japanese army. And again, torpedo attack here, but these are always this emergency attack to dive away with higher possibility to escape. This is not a true attack, so far I understand it. Now damage control is failing, flooding, oh no! And he was going down. At least the range to the shore is not so high so far, so And I don't believe this have a really impact. But maybe, at least most sailors maybe gets picked up. But this is the first fleet carrier I lose in this battle. One escort carrier also go down some days before. I mean, some days, maybe some weeks already. My Mongolian army is defeating here the Chinese in the north. And my new East Coast release army or breakthrough army to Townsville is defeating the Australians, but this was clear because this unit was already defeated, so there's no way that they can create a new stronghold. And I kick out the British army trying to reach India, and I force them again back out of the hex. So I try to pass here the mountains in Acura, or reach Acura, but I control the hex and I have a full division here, so it's impossible. But moving here on the open terrain will normally also kill him, because I can bomb him non-stop. So anyway, this British army, this Rangoon army is defeated. They only got one die so far. There's also some cleanup operation. Chinese are defeated, nothing left here. Maya holding strong. Maybe the bombardment disabled my units, but I have enough supplies to rebuild them. And Nanchang is also ongoing. Casualties are most of time in my favor. So today was a payback time for KilRoy. With of course at the end his success was is heavily related to my wrong command, that my carriers had no active cap on only training missions, and then my training fighters was too slow to intercept his incoming torpedo bombers. But this is the game, so if you play Japan, you really must be careful what you're doing with your fleet, because there's not much what you can build in this upcoming years. So here you sunk many days ago, the damage was inflicted. Still, I lose now today, of course, here a lot of airplanes. These are all airplanes on here you trapped, so 25 and 10. Plus 4 bombers getting intercepted in Burma. So I have 39 lost airplanes. For KilRoy only there's 2 ops losses. So a good day for KilRoy, and a bad day for me, but mainly to the loss of the carrier. And you can also see now that even if these 2 air wings had many days no pilots were inside, I still losing the pilots was at this carrier at the moment the attack happened. How the game handles this, I am not so sure. Because I lost 4 bombers, so maybe 4 pilots are related here now for other issues. But the rest are all here yeah, I don't know. It's simply impossible for me to understand how the function is working. I can only see that firstly, I mean here's of course now no here more. That is easy to see. Second, you can see that this is the air wing from here This air wing lost no pilot today and no airplane. This one is a air wing was at the carrier here also has no lost pilots here today. What I can see is now, I don't know where. I can go to destroyed airwings, list airwing groups, and then I can see here the three elements of destroyed. So the game say all three hear you airwings getting destroyed. You can also see that this is a full airwing, this is a full airwing, and this is a part of the airwing. But so far I know this is not true. This is a problem. Because I normally moved them out. But anyway, this is I can do this now shortly. I mean, I can rebuild them. Give me back. Give me back. Oops. Give me back. And then I can go to air group reinforcements. Then you can always, if you have something of a star, then it's or was destroyed more or less. So the fighters coming back in 60 days. Then here's other fighter wing coming back in September. This is my dive bomb was coming back in Tokyo later, and here are the torpedo bombers. If I go to my air wings, I think they're Navy air wings. Then I go to fighter, and I don't see here you torpedo bombers. Here you. They are other air wings. Anyway, I don't want to lose here too much time. Important is I lost pilots with the carrier. The carrier had air wings on board, but no pilots, and the pilots are still dead. But it's okay. Anything else? Oh, yeah, here in Australia, my release army is still moving direction of Townsville, and I must break here the hex to get supplies down because I'm here slowly drying up. Anything else? No other activity on Nomaya. So that was a big impact. So I lost my fleet carrier, the first fleet carrier. I have still my second fleet carrier out of the same class. It's here you is still here. Not here you. Here you show you. Oh, maybe under construction now. You knew. Here, this is the same carrier. I lost the here you just sunk. This is a type ship. The second one. And you can see that I always normally change my air wings. I not really care what air wing and what carrier they're operating from. If you play this game with Japan in scenario 1, you really must do whatever is possible to max out your capacity. So I have here one air wing. This belongs normally to Shuho, but this is an open air wing, so I resize this to 90, and then I break it down to 3 times 30, and this will up, then I have a much more torpedo bomber capacity. These other air wings, I must wait to July. In July they will resize, because up to now it's not possible to resize them. Once it's July it will resize, but then it's also open air wing, and then I will normally resize them all to 90 again and break them down to 30. It gives you simply more capacity, because allies will have always more. So it's I would say this is not even cheesy or cheating, because this is simply air size is first nothing, only a shell. You must still fill it with pilots and with airframes. If you can afford this, then why not? This is a, well, I would say this is a not cheating or gaming, at least from my point of view. Good, see you next time, take care, bye bye.